If you're shopping for a gas lawn mower in 2026, you've probably noticed something weird. The mower aisle has changed. Battery mowers are everywhere. Honda gas mowers are harder to find, in the US prices are higher, and some basic-looking gas mowers now cost enough to make you ask, is this actually worth it? But here's the thing. Gas mowers still make a lot of sense for plenty of homeowners. If your grass gets thick, your yard is uneven, your mowing sessions run long, or you just don't want to worry about charging batteries, gas still has a real advantage. The problem is picking the wrong one, because a weak gas mower can bog down in tall grass, fight you on hills, mulch poorly, bag badly, or become a headache after one season. So today, we're counting down 5 gas lawn mowers that actually make sense in 2026. We'll look at price, engine size, deck width, drive system, best use case, and the trade-offs you should know before buying. Before we start, I want to know something. Are you still team gas mower, or have you switched to battery? Drop your answer in the comments. Also, tell me how big your yard is, because someone mowing a tiny city lawn does not need the same mower as someone cutting half an acre every weekend. Now don't skip ahead, because the #1 mower is expensive. But if your yard is big enough, it might save you the one thing you can't buy back: time. At number 5, the Troy-Bilt TB230C. This is the value pick for homeowners who want a gas self-propelled mower without jumping straight into premium pricing. Price-wise, it usually sits around $439 depending on retailer and location. That makes it one of the more affordable self-propelled gas mowers worth considering. The TB230C uses a 163cc Troy-Bilt engine and has variable speed front-wheel drive. That means the mower helps pull itself forward, so you're not pushing the full weight across the lawn. It also has 11-inch high rear wheels, which help if your yard is a little bumpy or uneven. The deck is 21 inches, which is the standard size for most walk-behind mowers. You also get 3-in-1 cutting, so you can mulch, bag, or side discharge. This mower makes the most sense for small to medium yards that are mostly flat. It gives you gas power, self-propelled drive, and a normal 21-inch cut without forcing you into the $700 range. Now, here's the trade-off. Front-wheel drive is easy to maneuver, but it's not the best choice for hills. Once the grass bag fills up, more weight shifts to the back, and the front wheels can lose traction. So if your yard has slopes or thick grass, you may want a rear-wheel drive mower instead. But for basic weekly mowing, the Troy-Bilt TB230C is a solid budget-friendly choice. And I want to ask, would you rather buy a cheaper mower and replace it sooner, or spend more upfront for something stronger? Because the next mower gives you a tougher setup. At number 4, the Cub Cadet S500K. This mower is for homeowners who want more traction, more power confidence, and a more serious feel than the basic gas mower options. Price-wise, it usually lands around $679, $699. So yes, this is a clear step up from the Troy-Bilt. But you're also getting a stronger package. The ST500K uses of a 73cc Kohler engine, rear-wheel drive, a 21-inch steel deck, high rear wheels, and 3-in-1 cutting. The rear-wheel drive is the big reason this mower stands out. Compared to front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive usually works better on hills, rougher yards, and thicker grass. It gives the mower more traction where the weight naturally sits, especially when the bag starts filling. That matters if your yard is not perfectly flat. The Kohler engine is also a strong point. It gives the mower a more confident feel when the grass gets heavier, and it helps this model feel less like an entry-level machine. This is a good pick for homeowners with uneven lawns, mild slopes, and grass that sometimes gets taller than planned. Now the downside is price. At almost $700, you are getting close to Toro Super Recycler money. That makes the decision harder. The Cub Cadet gives you rear-wheel drive and a strong Kohler engine, but Toro gives you one of the best self-propelled systems and a reputation for excellent mulching. So this mower makes the most sense if rear-wheel drive and traction matter most to you. If your lawn is flat and easy, you may not need to spend this much. But if your yard fights back, the SC500K starts to make a lot more sense. And if you own a Cub Cadet mower, drop your experience in the comments. Do they deserve more attention, or is Toro still the safer pick? Because the next mower is all about power for the money. At number 3, the DeWalt 21-inch 196cc rear-wheel drive self-propelled gas mower. This one stands out immediately because of the engine. It uses a 196cc engine, which is bigger than what you usually see in many walk-behind mowers in this price range. Price-wise, it usually sits around $499 to $579, depending on sale price and retailer. That makes it one of the more interesting picks on this list. For the money, you get a large engine, rear-wheel drive, high rear wheels, a 21-inch steel deck, and 3-in-1 cutting. DeWalt says the engine is electronically governed, which is meant to help keep power more consistent when the grass gets thick. And that matters. Nobody wants a mower that sounds strong in the store, then starts choking the second your lawn gets a little tall. The rear-wheel drive also helps with traction, especially on uneven ground or slight slopes. This mower is best for homeowners who want strong gas power without spending $700 or more. It makes sense if your grass grows fast, gets thick, or if you are the kind of person who sometimes waits a little too long between cuts. Now here's the trade-off. DeWalt is a huge name in tools, but it does not have the same long walk-behind mower reputation as Toro, so I would not buy it only because of the logo. I would buy it because the price-to-power ratio is strong. If you want muscle, without paying premium mower prices, this DeWalt deserves a look. And be honest in the comments. Would you trust DeWalt for a gas lawn mower, or do you stick with traditional mower brands? Because the next mower comes from one of the most trusted names in the category. At number 2, the Toro Super Recycler Personal Pace Smart Stow. This is the premium 21-inch gas mower for homeowners who care about cut quality, comfort, mulching, and storage. Price-wise, the Super Recycler commonly sits around $599 to $750, depending on the model, engine, store, and features. The popular 21-inch version gives you a 163cc Briggs & Stratton engine, rear-wheel drive, Toro's Personal Pace self-propel system, and Smart Stow storage. The Personal Pace system is the big reason people love it. Instead of forcing you to match a fixed mower speed, it adjusts to how fast you walk. Walk faster, it speeds up. Slow down, it slows down. It feels natural, and once you get used to it, regular self-propelled mowers can feel annoying. The Super Recycler is also known for mulching. If you hate bagging and want clippings cut finely enough to feed the lawn instead of clumping on top, this mower is one of the strongest homeowner gas options. Smart Stow is another practical feature. It lets you store the mower vertically, which helps if your garage or shed is already packed. Now, the trade-off is price. This is not a cheap mower. If you have a small, simple yard, you may not need this level of refinement. But if you want a mower that feels easier to use, cuts cleanly, stores well, and handles normal homeowner mowing with less frustration, the Toro Super Recycler is one of the safest gas mower buys in 2026. For years, people would just say, buy a Honda. But in 2026, that answer is not so simple anymore, and that is exactly why Toro ranks so high. But the number 1 mower takes that Toro idea and makes it much bigger. At number 1, the Toro TimeMaster 30-inch Personal Pace. This is the mower for people who are tired of spending half their Saturday behind a standard 21-inch mower. Price-wise, the TimeMaster usually lands around $1,500 to $700, depending on model, retailer, dealer, and whether you choose electric start. That is expensive for a walk-behind mower. But the reason it wins is simple. It saves time. The TimeMaster has a 30-inch cutting deck, which means every pass covers much more grass than a standard 21-inch mower. If you have a tiny lawn, this is probably too much mower. But if you have a half-acre, a large corner lot, or a yard that feels too big for a regular push mower, but not big enough for a riding mower, the TimeMaster makes a lot of sense. It uses a 223cc Briggs & Stratton engine, personal pace self-propel, dual blades, and a wide deck. Some versions also include spin stop, which lets you stop the blades without shutting off the engine. That is useful if you need to move sticks, empty the bag, cross gravel, or pause without restarting the mower every time. This mower is not just more powerful, it changes the job. That is why people are willing to pay for it. Now the downsides are real. It is heavier than a normal mower. It costs a lot more. It takes more storage space, and if your yard has tight corners, narrow gates, or lots of landscaping beds, the 30-inch deck can feel bulky. But for the right yard, it is the best gas mower on this list. If your biggest problem is mowing time, the Toro TimeMaster is the one that actually solves it. And if you own one, tell us in the comments. Did it really save enough time to justify the price? So those are the 5 best gas lawn mowers for 2026. The Troy-Bilt TB230C is the value pick for homeowners who want self-propelled gas mowing without spending premium money. The Cub Cadet SC500K is the stronger rear-wheel drive option for uneven lawns. The DeWalt 21-inch 196cc mower gives you serious power for the money. The Toro Super Recycler is the premium 21-inch pick for cut quality, mulching, storage, and comfort. And the Toro TimeMaster 30-inch takes the top spot because it can save serious time on bigger lawns. But now I want to hear from you. What gas mower are you using right now? And if you were buying in 2026, would you still choose gas, or would you switch to battery? Drop your answer in the comments, especially if you've used any of these mowers. Real owner feedback is always more useful than a spec sheet. And if this video helped you narrow things down, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.